Darth Vader just shocked the entire fandom by telling us that Palpatine is not the only one that could manipulate with organs or even, perhaps, get into the cloning business as well. If you have followed Star Wars The Bounty Hunter series, there has been a lot of ups and downs. Mainly, it follows the bounty hunter Valance, who gets intertwined with a lot of bounty hunters we know and love, some of them we hate, but in one of the last issues of War of the Bounty Hunters, it gets shown to us that Valance and Boba Fett had began collaborating just in order to steal Han Solo from the Empire. Everything was going great until it didn't. You see, Boba Fett was still in his younger, treacherous days, looking out completely for himself, and this is when he turned around, betrayed Valance, and shot him to pieces. He just left him there to die. In Bounty Hunters issue number 17, we see that Valance tries to escape with his disfigured self. However, it is Darth Vader who gets the last say. When Valance wakes up from his coma, he sees that inside the operating room, Darth Vader looms over him, telling Valance that he, in fact, had fixed him. The newest issue number 18 of Bounty Hunter starts on the mining planet of Chorin. Then, we understand that Valance is actually sort of dreaming or even reminiscing. There is an Imperial parade. Long live the Empire. Long live the Emperor, the crowd is shouting. There's a kid who wants to get a good look at Captain Tarl Sokoli. I heard he killed 17 pirates by himself when he led the charge to liberate Chorin City. As he is pushing his way around the crowd, he actually jumps in front of the parade accidentally. "Halt," says Sokoli. He is real. The kid just can't believe it. One of the stormtroopers tries to take him out of Sokoli's sight, but nonsense, says Sokoli. This child is exactly who the Empire is fighting for. You look hungry, son. It's not much, but you can have my last ration bar, as Sokoli approaches the kid. Thank you so much, sir. The kid is now eating the ration vigorously as he looked to be poor and hungry. Do you know who I am? Asks Sokoli. Yes, sir. Captain Sokoli, the hero who freed my planet from the pirates that are controlling the mines. I'm not a hero, says Sokoli. Just a humble servant of the Empire, doing my small part to help bring order to the galaxy. Now, fireworks have started above the planet on the night sky. Sokoli has inspired the kid so much so that he dreams of one day joining the Empire. Do you really think I could fight for the Empire one day? A naive Baylord Valance as a kid, this is what he thought back then. Decades later, aboard the Executor, now he thinks the opposite. Do you really think I'd ever fight for the Empire after everything it has done to me? As much as Valance protested, Vader, as always, had simple, short answers. What I have done is restored you and given you a second chance to achieve your childhood dream in service to the Empire. Now Valance realizes that Vader knows the truth. How do you know about? Never mind that. The answer is no. I would never give my heart to, and slowly, he is shocked. Valance realizes, wait, my heartbeat. I can't feel it. It's not being detected by my processor. Since Valance, similar to Vader, is half cyborg, half human. Can't be. The bounty hunter is just lost for words. His heart has been extracted from his chest, what seems like a Bacta tube or even a cloning tube, one of those tanks that keeps organic tissue alive. These tanks are very, very similar to what we saw on Exegol back when Darth Vader visited Palpatine's planet, and even got a glimpse of the snow clones that we will see decades later. This comic has revealed something shocking to us, basically, that if Darth Vader had the ability to manipulate with organic tissue this way, and he had all this research going on aboard his ship, the Executor, then perhaps Darth Vader is not the brute warrior we once thought him to be. Vader has shown us infinite wisdom in the past, especially when it comes to strategy. However, we left it to Palpatine to think of the future, to be one step ahead of his enemy. But this comic now gave us a different view as well, a different point of view, because we see that Vader has that ability as well. They have not outright shown us that Vader is cloning people or anything at this moment, but the mere fact that he is using this technology, resembling cloning or manipulating live tissue, gives us a hint that we might see something to Darth Vader that we have not previously seen. Valance wants to lunge himself towards Vader in anger. You died on the operating table, says Vader. Your fragile human heart gave out, so it was replaced with a more efficient cybernetic part. My heart was one of the last parts of me that was human. What am I now, says Valance. Vader force pushes Valance away. You are still alive. For as long as you are of use to me, you should be grateful that you at least look human now, and that underneath, all your parts have been upgraded. You are better than a human. Upgrades, huh? Says Valance as he uses one of his signature weapons, a laser beam pointed at Darth Vader, but with a simple lift of his hand and two Taminis, and then uses his lightsaber to direct his laser at himself, injuring him in the process and cutting him down in half with his lightsaber. Put him back together, says Vader. We will continue this conversation later, Valance. Even now, Valance is realizing how ruthless Darth Vader really is, as he gives no thought to cutting open Valance and putting him back together, treating him exactly as a droid and nothing else. Even though Valance considered himself human, now it was a total different reality. Good, says Vader, you're awake. I have grown impatient waiting. Valance is wired up, struggling to even open his eyes, treated the same as a droid. You should be grateful that Lord Vader has spared you, says Lieutenant Hayden. Lucky me, sarcastically, says Valance. Nothing has changed. There's no way I would work for you, not for all the credits in the Vader stops him immediately. You misunderstand. There will be no payment for your service, as he gestures towards the droid. A hollow projection is seen of Kira. Vader continues. Crimson Dawn has revealed itself to be a threat to the order that the Empire is building across the galaxy. Their leader, Kira, has proven to be a resourceful opponent. She has placed moles throughout the Imperial Navy without notice, buried so deep they cannot be ferreted out using regular channels. So what, says Valance, you expect me to assassinate your enemies for you? I'll pass. The last time I was asked to serve the Empire, I almost died. I was turned into a cyborg and tossed away like garbage. You did not always feel that way about the cause, says Vader. Lieutenant Hayden, you may proceed. By the way, Darth Vader saying Lieutenant Hayden, wink wink, like Hayden Christensen, aka Darth Vader himself. A neat little Easter egg right there. Now Lieutenant Hayden, through the droid, shows Valance his own memories as a child of Captain Sakoli. That's my memory. How is that possible? Now Lieutenant Hayden explains. The cerebral processor that keeps what's left of your human brain functioning has been converting your brain waves into computer data, which means they can be read, which means you have no secrets from us. With a click of a button, now the Empire, and Darth Vader more specifically, can read all the memories that Valance has stored in his brain, including some of his loved ones. You can visibly see that Valance is afraid at this moment, scared to death. Enough, says Vader. Those memories are not all we were able to retrieve. We also have coordinates for the rebel base where Yura and the girl are hiding. As I said, no secrets, says the lieutenant. Now Vader simply walks away with his last words. Serve me, and the Empire will not bomb that base into oblivion, or everyone you care about will be ash. What is your answer? We will stop the video right there, but I'm guessing you know the answer to that question already. You can see it on Valance's face. He is not only defeated, he sees no other option or recourse, and as future issues will come, Valance will be much more involved with Darth Vader moving forward. This will be continued in future issues, of course. Now Valance and Vader will get intertwined with Crimson Reign continuing, and the Darth Vader comic series, which we will cover significantly. So you guys be sure to subscribe down below, leave a thumbs up on this video. You go have an awesome day, Star Wars fans. I'll see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you. Until then.